According to the former royal Meghan Markle, that is, of course, Meghan Markle, a former cable TV actress, well, she's doing the right thing, and as ever, it's others that have got it wrong. What do you think? Lovely to see you today. Thank you so much as ever for joining me here in the very heart of London in a glorious moment of sunshine. Let me tell you, it's nice. Absolutely. Well, today's the day, chums. Let's be honest. It's a day that so many people apparently have been waiting for. That's right. Meghan Markle's launch live products are finally going to be available to buy. Are you excited? Well, there they are, the products, absolutely. And now, yes, you should be excited because for just under 10 British pounds, great British pounds, you can get that now infamous jam. You know, the one that she was giving away to friends for 1 to 50. Well, that is, of course, unless you were one of the friends for 1 to 50. But the problem that you've got now for Meghan, and this is going to be a very big problem, is not only the fakery that's attached to this whole product launch, and forget, of course, the American Riviera name change and all of those problems that are associated. Meghan has tried everything to make herself appeal to the wider audience, including roping Doria in to make some banana bread. Now, this apparently was a recipe that she had on a regular basis during her childhood. And another thing that's very strange, you see, because Meghan always has a story attached to anything that she's selling. You get the picture. You see, what she's selling here is crepes, right? And apparently, crepes, depending where you're from, if you're posh, Now, you can buy this particular mix, pre-made mix, right? And this apparently will give you memories like it gave Meghan when she went backpacking around France. Now, wouldn't this make perfect sense then to illustrate that and show her perhaps in one of those famous monuments, say in Paris or wherever she may have visited as a young teenager? Back up the sort of story a little bit, Meghan, seemingly, when you looked at her CV, she's been a babysitter, an intern. I mean, how has this woman crammed so much in? When you think about it, she must have been in these jobs nanoseconds, and suddenly she has all these wonderful memories to share. Now, perhaps, I'm giving a misjudgment here. Maybe she does have these things, and maybe she doesn't want to share them. Who knows? But without verification, problematic. Interesting to note as well that the staff have all been told to sign NDAs from the factory where this particular jam, goop, mess, whatever you want to call it, is being made. So why then are we having these fake pictures of Meghan stirring alleged pots of jam, seemingly this time in her own kitchen, and checking the labels? It's just terrible sort of optics, the way that it looks. If you just admit the fact that it's coming from a pre-made jam company and you're slapping a label on or you're branding, people will accept it. But the bigger picture is this. According to insiders, the staff have literally no belief in the product and simply don't know how to market it or indeed the expectations of the public. I find that hard to believe. And the other side of it is that, how do they market it? How many do they sort of make or sell or whatever? How do they put this together? Seemingly Meghan has her own marketing plan and only shares this with people at the very final moment for fear it's going to get out. Perhaps if she shared it more and explained and worked as a team member, then you wouldn't have embarrassing videos like this of Meghan singing and dancing while stirring pots in yet another virtual all-cream white ensemble. Nobody makes jam without an apron on, right, girls? And the other side of the coin is this looks as fake, quite frankly, as everything else. But people, seemingly according to Meghan, will want to buy it and then rinse out the jar to put pens in. But when it looks this fake, are you willing to spend just under a tenner for a pot of jam? Put this in mind, of course, you can also buy the jam from Highgrove, the shop. Some people might say infinitely better for a lot less. Either way, it's jam wars for the ex-royal and the real royals. Which one are you banking on? Neil Shaw, Parliament, London.